お帰りなさいませ。アイン様。
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Overlord. Last time's episode was Carne Village once more, where Ainz brought together the crew to try to figure out what they wanted to do, but while making it seem like it was his idea. And it goes exactly according to plan, except that he has no idea what their plan actually is for Carne Village. But we get a nice long take of Carne Village, everything that's happening, and how they're having nice, peaceful lives. They have a few problems. There's not enough people there. There's no blacksmiths. But the goblins are there. They're nice enough, and they even each all have individual names now. They decide to go out into the forest after some random romantic shenanigans and find a small goblin child being chased by a Barghest. They defeat the Barghest, rescue the child, heal him up.
Is that how you say that?
Is it?
I've always said like Barghast. I think the difference between how we're pronouncing is I say gassed, and you seem to say gas.
Guest, I guess. Barghest. I guess it would be like Geist, but there's like no I in there. Because that would be like a root word. But yeah, no, they defeat it, they find the goblin child, and they have some indication that there's some weird stuff going on, like some goblin wars, and now they're going to get involved into it. And that's what happened last time. So, Theta, what do you think about what's going on right now?
Well, I know, so we're in the Mob Psycho territory if you haven't seen this, and I have, so I think it's your impressions that are more important here than my gaslighting.
Well, we already have seen Ainz and crew deal with other monster tribes, and monster tribes just seem to exist out in the world. And I guess the question is going to be, what kind of look are we going to get at these goblin tribes, what they actually do, and what they're really like, and how weird these summoned goblins are compared to them. Which kind of makes me think, I wonder if there's going to be a more natural and organic, like, transfer of culture, like the good Carne Village Goblin tribe is going to start influencing all of the others with all the things that they do.
Have you ever watched Reincarnated as a Slime?
No, haven't watched that one.
Oh, okay.
But here's a good one.
Yeah, it was alright.
So what about it?
Well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I can't use it as a reference.
Well, you can still tell the audience about it.
Well, I mean, I would hope they'd seen it. I mean, the idea is he brings in a bunch of different monster cultures, and they adapt to living with one another. But, yeah, I mean, we'd have a more organic conversation if you had watched any anime outside of the show, other than I say My Hero Academia. Which I just also remembered.
Never.
Also remember comes on this morning, so after we're done this, gonna go see the next episode of that weird storyline.
Oh yeah, they're in the Dark Arc right now.
It's definitely Gotham.
But yeah, no, like Ainz and crew definitely like have like this casual distaste of humanity at the least, and of course outright racist hatred at the worst. So the fact that they are just going to start assimilating more and more random monster tribes just kind of seems exactly like the direction it's going.
I mean, I would disagree with that statement.
You don't think it's a thing that they do, or that it's not going to happen, or that it's not what they've been doing?
Just purely the accuracy of the statement. You said Ainz and the crew. Ainz doesn't have any distaste for humans. Ainz doesn't care, mostly. So the statement is incorrect by the addition of Ainz to it.
Oh, well, I mean, it's his group, so I gotta address it somehow.
Yeah, well, you said and crew. You could just say Ainz's crew, or the crew.
Now we're just being pedantic.
Yes, literally, that's how I started this.
That's how we do it around here on Stoneface Reactions.
That's why everyone loves you and they hate the mustache guy. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be my next trick, is I'm just going to shave off the mustache. Really fuck up the commenters.
How's anyone going to describe you then? I don't know.
Yeah, then I'll just CGI on myself some hair that looks like yours. I got glasses somewhere. mean, there's nothing that you have that I cannot take away, Griff.
I have one thing that you'll never take away. Our intro. Because before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra.
なんだここは。私たちの村だよ。
It's got carpentry.
建物に似てるな。
The Monument of Ruin. Okay.
そうだ。
We're getting the exposition.
できて恐ろしい場所だ。木で作られた大きな建物でアンデッドとかがいるらしい。
おお、場所はどこだ？
五光さん、お話は村の中でしましょう。
I swear he didn't say it, but I swear I heard the word cocaina in there.
相変わらずいい反応してくれるっすね。ルプーさん。
Oh, right. So now we have a whole bunch of things going on at once there.
Well, you might remember that she mentioned in the big cafeteria scene last episode that she's been living with the humans in the village, and that she didn't mind them so much. You might remember it specifically, because you brought it up when you were talking about them destroying the village, to which I countered, because it isn't fucking talked about.
Well, everyone else in that scene was talking about how much they hated humans, and of course how much they, liked lunch. So...
I don't know, I think only a couple of them were talking about humans in that way. Because the other one was the yellow-hair girl.
But my first immediate impression of her showing up is damage control. Because, like, the PCs have befriended the monsters and received additional information they weren't supposed to have. Like, that's exactly like the GM derailment that I'm kind of used to, right? It's like everyone made friends instead of fighting each other. What do I do now?
I mean, consider from this angle, why does Ainz care about the village?
I think in this case, because everyone else cares about it in terms of the plan that they think that he has. Everyone else thinks that he's trying to conquer the world.
Incorrect. Specifically, Ainz cares about this village for himself, for one specific reason.
What reason would that be?
It's a Season 1 reason, so...
It's been a while.
I know, well, I'm trying to get you to remember.
Oh, we're into the exposition. It's so funny when people's dreams don't come true. Ah, yes, they're level 2 adventure. I forgot they were here.
She's also sort of related to the reason why Ainz cares about the village. Does that ring a bell, Griff?
Oh, right. When the whole adventuring crew died, and he promised that he would, like, protect the rest of... one of the character's sisters. There we go.
Oh, no, you're still wrong. You're completely 100% wrong.
Alright.
You're not even on target, Griff.
Let's see what they have to say.
And she had nothing to do with the adventuring party either. She was not in it.
She was, but not related to it either. Then I've lost the plot.
南の大魔獣、東の巨人に西の魔女だ。
南の大魔獣って森の剣王のことだよね。
そいつの姿が見えなくなってから森がおかしくなったんだ。すごく恐ろしい。
Oh no, Hamzuke, he's ruined everything.
それが滅びの建物。
そうだ。その主人はアンデッドを刺激する暗闇に潜る小さな影と言われている。
それでどうしておめえさんが逃げることになるんだ？
The Great Ruin doesn't sound like, Ainz's base at all.
It actually does, because they described it in a way that made it sound like it.
Maybe they're referring to, like, the, little outpost, that they made, like, back in Season 1, then. Or were using in Season 2.
Yeah, I was about to shake my head in shame, Griff, that you've not been paying attention.
It's been a while since we've been there.
Once a week.
私たちの村です。私たちでできる限りのことをするべきです。
それならまずは村長に報告しないとね。あとは明日にもエランテルの冒険者組合に相談しに行ってこようと思う。
じゃあ薬草も売りに行きたいから私も一緒に。
There you go, fundraisers for
自警団
adventures.
の方は私から話しておく。それじゃ私はもうちょっと村をぶらついてから帰るとするっす。
あ、ベータさん、少し待ってもらえますか？ゴーン様に持って行ってほしいポーションがあるんです。まだ完全に赤色にまではなっていませんが、その前段階までは進んだと思ってお
They
ります。
received a fusion of properties from the new world and the old world.
素晴らしい。アインズ様もお喜びになります。
Heinz puts this on his desk and like forgets about it.
今日来て正解っすよ。
So just to clarify, everything to deal with that adventuring party got handled in season 2.
女の方が偉いのか。
There are no loose ends with the adventuring party anymore.
実はすげえ強いんだよ。
So I'm assuming you figured it out by now, Griff.
I'm trying to just keep up with what the goblins are up to.
本当か。
バカをほどほどにしておけよ。
おい、アグ、さっきのルプスレギナという女、あれは危険だ。
あの女も強いのか。
Everybody's strong here.
絶対に近寄ったり話しかけたりするな。これはおめえのためを思って言ってるんだ。
わかった。とんでもない部族なんだな、ここは。
Oh, little does he know.
Alright, now that we're in a nonsense scene,
Yeah,
did you parse it together yet?
ジュゲムさん、
I have not. Please give me the reveal. Remind me of the things that I don't know.
何かありましたか。
The alchemist's son, grandson.
数名発見しました。
そうなんですか。
Oh, okay, okay.
You literally just saw the whole thing of, I've made an advancement on healing potions.
王が。
はい。
It's literally why Ainz cares about this village.
構わない。
You were talking about the adventure.
No, you were talking about the adventure. This is why we're... The whole fucking argument about the village thing is the same thing that's going on right here. You brought up the adventurer. I spent a little bit of time clarifying it.
Oh, no, yeah, no, you're right. The alchemist is the reason why he cares.
Because he wants to recreate a red healing potion. And they don't have red healing potions here.
頭を下げなさい。
恐ろしい。小さいのの主人、俺たち謝る。お前の部族の者を襲った。許せ。
いいでしょう。私の部族のために働きなさい。
Alright, her powers are coming out even more now.
カルネ村の族長、エンリの姉さん。
What are her powers? I'm still confused about where exactly they're coming from, because it's not doing the spell casting stuff like other people. It's not a martial arts skill. She doesn't look like she's a monster.
シュゲムさんに言われたようにしただけ。もうオーガに食べられないように必死だったんだから。
オーガは人食い鬼とは言われるけど、要は肉食のモンスターだよ。ゴブリンさんたちが餌の獣を飼ってくれるそうだから、僕たちを襲うことはまずないと思うな。それに今は少しでも戦力が欲しい。
だったらウフィがやってもよかったんじゃ。
僕は戦いの前線に出る可能性もあるから、後ろの安全な場所から命令を出せる者がいないとね。
そうか。そうだよ、ね。
You're a little too squishy for adventuring.
エランテルに行く件なんだけど。
大きな町は緊張するけど、私も頑張るよ。
ごめん。保護したアーグの部族のゴブリンたちを治療しなくちゃならないんで、僕は行けそうもないんだ。
じゃあ、まさか私一人で？
もちろん護衛にはゴブリンさんたちがつくけど。
でも町の中までは入れないでしょ。もうさ、世界中で私だけなんじゃないの？いきなり崇められてすごく偉いふりしなきゃいけなかったり。
Oh, the parallels. Oh.
やったこともない仕事をいくつもやらなくちゃいけないなんて。私は薬草を売りに来ただけなんですけど。
ディテクトマジック。
You can't use the real spell's name.
隠し持っているな。
これのことですか？
アプレーザルマジックアイテム。
And then they find out it's infinitely valuable.
なんだこれは。兄弟などという言葉では収まらん。
Imagine if you had to do this in every campaign, right? Every time you enter the city, you had a magician go over you with detect magic and identify.
最初からうさんくさいと思っていたんだ。
Every time you go through the gate, they have to go through the listing of every single item you have. Players light up like a Christmas tree.
村を救ってくださったアインズールゴーン様が私にくれたもので。
そんな恐ろしく高価なアイテムをタダでもらっただと。
やっぱりこれは高いものなんですか？
知らばっくれるな。その角笛はゴブリンの群れを召喚する。どれだけの数を呼び出さるかは不明だがな。ゴブリンを。大変危険で価値のあるものよ。
Granted, if I'm in their position, I'm looking at this and going, alright, you can summon a tribe of goblins anywhere you want inside the city. No, that's not going inside.
しかし、この娘は単なる村娘だという。おかしかろう。何かよからぬ企みをしておるに違いない。
本当に私は単なる村娘で。
さあ、早く捕らえるのだ。
そんな。
暴れるなよ。
おとなしくしろ。
違います。誤解です。私は魔法なんて使えません。本当にただの村娘なんです。
何をしているんだ。これはモモン様。失礼しました。
Ah, time to flex your reputation.
I've literally got all the time in the world to do shit like this.
そうだ。エンリエモットだったな。
どちら様？あの時、ウフィと一緒に来られた方ですね。でも、なぜ私の名前を？
Somebody else told me.
I'm a good friend of Clark Kent's. I'm the guy who takes pictures of Spider-Man.
彼女を行かせてやれ。
どういうことですか？
漆黒のモモン、アダマンタイト級冒険者が身元を保証するという話だ。
わかりました。カルネ村のエモット、エランテルに入ることを許可する。
はい。ありがとうございました。
And now the scene that we saw in the next time on part.
Yep. Enter the village finally.
No, it's about to happen in a second. There we go.
There it is.
モモンさんがあなたに聞きたいことがあると。
綺麗。
そのような世辞は
ルプスレギナさんみたい。あ、すみません。ですね。その方も非常に綺麗な方で、雰囲気は違うんですけど。
ありがとう。
Oh wow, she actually said thank you over a compliment. This is character development right here. We're seeing it live.
私が来ました。答えなさい。あなたは何をしにここに来た？
その前に一つ。先ほどはモモンさんに助けてもらいました。ありがとうございましたとお伝えください。
伝えます。それで。
はい。いろいろあるんですけど、まずは神殿によって私たちの村に移住したい人がいないかを確認します。あとは冒険者組合への相談と薬草を売るのと。
What's the chores for today? Will we get to even one of them in this episode?
But yeah, her jumping onto the wagon was part of the next time on.
Oh yeah.
お話を聞く限りその一件はアダマンタイト級冒険者でしかお引き受けできない案件でしょう。
Also, her compliment involved recognizing her as part of the crew of the maids, so sort of a, oh, you recognize your betters situation. So, probably why she took it as a compliment.
I'm also wondering about, like, the woman behind the counter here, like, what her qualifications had to be to instantly recognize, like, the names of monsters, know exactly what their possible challenge level is, and then also immediately assign it.
Probably those three things that you just exactly said.
How much studying goes into this? Where did she get her information from?
Probably
This character is suddenly, like, incidentally fascinating and will never be expanded upon.
I would have to imagine the church, given the way that she's dressed, sort of like a nun.
Possibly. Center of literacy and all that.
もっとさんカルネ村のエンリエモットさんイエス様先ほどの話なのですがもう少し詳しくお願いしてもよろしいですか
は
もしよろしければ応接室の方で飲み物を飲みながらではいかがでしょうかお願い話を聞かせてほしいの聞かせてくれないと私がまずいことになるの
They came by and threatened her.
疲れた
Well, I
She
mean,
didn't find
they.
anyone come back to the village.
Well, you don't know that yet.
もう意味がわからない
Oh,
わ
well, they're not with her then.
Well, you don't uproot everything in a day.
そいつは災難でしたね。
けど薬草が高く売れたのは
Also, they probably wouldn't want to travel with the goblins. You had to find out about the goblins on the way.
Mhm.
ついでに夫婦の誓いも。
何言ってんだコナー。
Goblins continuing to try to hit on her.
そばにいるべきだったか。
赤いゴブリンが町に入ってみろ。速攻冒険者どもに狩られるぞ。
返り討ちにしてやるわ。安心してください。姉さんはこの五光音が守りますぜ。
That's right, Goku can't be defeated.
そうだ村に帰ってからと思ってたけど皆さんには先に渡しちゃいますね
Weapon upgrade time.
これは。
ココさん雲来さんナスリさん水魚さんコナーさん武器のことはよくわからないから冒険者組合に仲介してもらったんだけど
いい剣です。
重さもちょうどいい。こいつはいいな。ちょうど歯が欠けた。
That's not that. I swear I'm hearing the word cocaina, which is, as we all know, cocaine.
At least now we know why you heard it earlier.
皆さんへのお礼です
いや姉さん、俺たちにこんな立派なものは。
ゴブリンさんたちは私たちの命を守ってるだけじゃなく村の復興まで手伝ってくれているんだものささやかなお礼ですが受け取ってください
Here you go.
いつも本当にありがとう
It's a fun juxtaposition of like very genuine, you know, caring about other people and then mysterious, scary power.
You ゆっくり考えてみてくれ。
はい
どうしたんですかい？
すみません少し考えたいので
Good question. What did happen while they were gone?
I mean, it's not so much about what happened when they were gone. It's about the conversation that they just had.
チースルプスレギナさんルプスレギナさんなんすかいややめて犯されるんす待ってくださいもういやごめんすよお茶目な冗談すよちょっと聞いてください私どうすればいいのか悩み相談すかじゃあこのルプスレギナお姉さんに任せるっすよ質問カモンす村長が私に役目を引き継がせたいって言うんです
Your boobs are as big as my head.
Oh, geez, yeah, right. Character design, everybody.
しかも私が出かけている間に寄り合いがあって
Well, they were designed by a bunch of video game nerds, so.
くないですかもう私はどうしたらいいんでしょうか
Ah, by the lowest of the low, gamers.
相談に乗るとは言ったっすけどちゃんと答えるとまあいいっすかはっきり言えることは村長を誰がやろうといろいろな失敗はするわ完璧に全てを行うなんて私の知る限りでは41
Only 41.
だから失敗がどうこう考えるのは
Well, I mean, 40 of them disappeared, so.
Yeah.
考えるのであれば
この村の中であなた以上の適任者はいないというのも事実だわ。
そうでしょうか。
あとはあそこの少年に聞いてみたら。
Literally the most valuable person in the village.
あれは
オーガたちが暮らせる小屋をゴブリンさんたちが作ったみたいだよ。
一日で？
ゴーン様がストーンゴーレムを貸してくれたんだ。
コーン様ってすごいのね。
さっきの話だけど、僕はやってほしいと思っている。
どうして？私は
ただの村娘じゃないよ。ゴブリンたちのリーダー、エンリ・エモットなんだ。
でも
You have a small army at your command. What would you like to do with it? There's other villages out there to conquer. Let's go.
彼らは緊急時には君だけをさらって逃げると言っていた。ちなみに僕はネモを守って後ろからついてきてほしいと言われた。だけど君が村長であるならば、この村も君の持ち物ということでギリギリまで戦うだろう。それぐらいの差でしかないけど、それだけの差があるんだ。
それほど召喚主って大切なんだね。
エンリだからというのもあるんじゃないかな。エンリは彼ら一人一人をちゃんと見て大切にしている。ゴブリンたちからすれば、そんな主人こそ一番大切だと思うのも当たり前じゃないかな。
でも村の人たちだって感謝して大切にしているわ。
ゴブリン
Episode number 1.
村の誰かから名前で呼ばれてるの
3.
見たことあ
Third
る。
of the season. And we're just getting now to Enri is really nice to everyone.
僕は
No, no,
個人的にはエンリが
Thinking back to our conversation where I said like 3 big things happened in the season.
君が村長になればどんどん変わっ
I
て
was
い
just
く。
wondering how far in we were, so I can remember
みんなも
how far away from that we
してくれ
are.
るよね。
もちろん。
わかった。それじゃあ私ちょっと村長さんのところに行ってくる。覚悟を決めたなら早い方がいいしね。
And there we go. All the future problems are going to be her fault when it all collapses.
That slight thing of her starting to run downhill and everything made it look like she was about to fall over, because she did this sort of like, oh. It's
Yeah, it
actually,
is really angled in.
yeah, her tilting to start running down a hill, but, you know, as framed as we were on her, it's just like, okay.
So, I think the only thing I could really speculate at is, like, what path does this village take if, say, Ainz just never did anything? If he just stopped existing for a little while?
If he never did anything, or if he did something and then did nothing.
If he did absolutely nothing
wait,
from here
wait,
on out.
wait.
やっぱりそういうことっすか。そうなったっすか。これはたまらんものっすね。
ルプス、アインズ様がお呼びよ。
おや、ゆりねえじゃないっすか。
何がそんなに楽しいのかしら。
今、村に新しい指導者が生まれた。新しい歴史、可能性の始まり。
See, even the side characters are happy for
その
this.
最高のタイミングで全てが炎の中に消えるとしたら、あの村人たちはどんな顔をするんだろう。
See, there's gonna be a fire.
暴力で潰されていく姿を想像すると。
Clarification, I never said there wouldn't be a fire. I said that Lord Ainz wouldn't destroy the village.
はあ、村、滅んでくれないかな。
Ah, there we go.
大森林の中央にダミーのナザリックを作った結果、それを危険視した東の巨人と西
Once again, this is the only character Ainz carries around.
ユグドラシルでは聞いたことがないモンスターに興味を惹かれた俺はアウラを伴い奴らのアジトに赴いた。
Or a set of 2 characters, I should
ルッ
say.
スレギナへのテストも作れると良いのだが、第4話東の巨人西の魔女、命が惜しいなら服従しろ。
There we go.
Now then, what was your question?
What was my question? Oh yeah, what would happen to the village if just Ainz didn't exist?
If Ainz didn't
like,
exist,
didn't do anything further from here on out, I mean.
We'll
If
say-
it had everything in place right now and just kept going.
well, one, if Ainz didn't exist, they'd all be dead, because episode 1 just literally covers that.
Right, so change to...
Or episode
so
2, I
just
should
keeps
say.
going.
I remember I had the same confusion in episode 1. Episode 2 is where that happens. You'll get that answer this season, so I don't want to answer it.
But I mean, it seems like they have like everything going pretty well for them. They have literally a pack of ogres, a tribe of goblins, lots of new weapons, the best alchemist in the entire region by the sounds of it, who's also experimenting on better and better potions. This tiny little village incidentally just has overwhelming power for almost no reason. So yeah, no, taking out the local bees, taking over the local goblin tribes. I mean, those are the kind of things I would say. And I was joking like, we'll take over the local villages too.
They're just
But
a
now they're all
small
gonna
village
burn.
as part of a large kingdom, so I don't think that's really at play here.
Right, true. I guess more accurately, they could incorporate. They could come into local agreements of defense and such like that. It's like, hey, we have our goblins. What if they patrolled around you too? Things like that. And that's how cities kind of grew, like, in a medieval era. Or at least, like, that would be, like, medieval Italy, in particular, where cities just kind of federated together
They're not a
eventually.
city, though. They're barely even a village. Most of their people
Right.
died. A lot of people left. And they're at the point where they need more people, so they went to the local city to try and find people who want to migrate. This is barely a village.
Yeah, and I think they've described that they are basically the frontier right now.
Not really.
There's no one else further out than them.
Not really. Because if you remember where Nazarick is on the map, this place isn't that far from Nazarick. And Nazarick is literally in the center.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, despite all this village stuff, we haven't seen much else going on in the rest of the world. We got some hints for that last season, but they haven't really come back into play yet. So I guess I'm just wondering when that'll pop. Probably just after the arc, I guess. After the village burns.
When what'll happen?
The other nations and other little hints that have been left will come popping up. Like the big dragon, or the guy who has his wizard.
5 or 6 episodes, I think.
Alright, there you go. See? Yeah, so an arc or two later.
I guess we're counting the arc that we're in. I think... God, sorry. I'm trying to remember what the big 3 things are that I'm looking forward to. 1 is that thing. 2 is the other thing. Again, I think that one... Yeah, it's hard to place. Okay, I know where the season ends. So that has to happen last. And then this happens second. God, what was number 3? I suddenly can't remember the third thing. Which I guess good for me. Oh, no, now I remember. That happens first, so... Okay. So, I was going to go back to 5 or 6 episodes, I think. Probably around 5 episodes.
So,
because the thing I'm looking for first happens before the big thing that you're talking about.
So, Theta, I got a question and a challenge for you. Can you tell the audience what the 3 things that you are excited for are without spoiling them to people who haven't seen it?
Well, no, because then I would literally be telling them.
You could always... this is why hints and such would be good here. But I take that as a, no, you just really can't figure out how.
Well,
That's
no,
fair.
I mean, I'm saying that even to suggest or hint would be to spoil. There's no way to say anything without spoiling. The only way I do it to you is I gaslight you on other things, so you take me to be an unreliable narrator, so that I could literally tell you what happens, and I might just be
not to trust you.
Yeah, I might just be jerking you around. So,
all right.
Literally, my only play would be to say 5 things I'm looking forward to, and 3 of them be true.
So, I guess next time, the village burns. So, I think with all that, that's going to be it for Overlord for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?